Welcome to the MS Gym podcast, where we give you the tools to live life by design, not by diagnosis. And here we go. Today, I'm welcoming actor, rapper, and self-titled nerd Damian Washington to the table. Damian's professional portfolio includes high-profile commercials like McDonald's, Realtor.com, and Planet Fitness. But if you're tuned into the MS world, Damian, a fellow MSer, has crafted a nice little niche for himself in the YouTube vlogging world, where he uses his comedic prowess to share with and educate the MS community on all things related to living with MS. His informative, often hilarious videos feature a wide range of topics, from dietary suggestions to travel tips to dry brushing. Damian's serving it up with his chill style. Let's give a warm welcome to Damian Washington.
Please, because I can't do it on mine. Man, I would have already done it.
Everybody, we have with us today Damian Washington. Hello.
What is going on, everybody?
How are you in LA, my friend?
Another day at the office, lady, being myself in front of the camera. And today, at this point in time, that means I'm talking to you about multiple sclerosis.
Oh, fun.
Awesome.
Damian, I found you through the MS Gym. They have a members only group. And somebody shared a video of yours. They're like, oh, look at this guy, Damian Washington, giving Trevor a shout out. I'm like, hey, what is this? So I click on it. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Hey.
So then I knew that you're on YouTube, and I just never got a chance to follow up. Then I started seeing you other places, and I'm like, okay. And then, of course, the whole podcast thing. Oh, Brooke, can you be a podcast host came up?
Yeah.
I need people. I need good people. I need people who know about MS, people who are entertaining. Well, hello, Damian.
I mean, that's, it's funny how like the shaded region of the Venn diagram of people who are entertaining and knowing multiple sclerosis inside and out, and how that shaded region of that Venn diagram is me, is you.
It's very hard to find. You're like a rare slice.
Now, I don't like being in this shaded region, but you know what? I'm in here, y'all.
You're going to be shady.
Hey, baby. Okay? I'm going to do what I got to do for myself and you. Holla at you, boy.
Damian, how did you find the MS Gym? How did you find Trevor?
Like I was telling you before, like I'm a huge nerd. So like a huge digital nerd. So hashtags and all that stuff I'm super into. And I follow a lot of multiple sclerosis hashtags as well. Not even so much accounts, but as the hashtag.
Right.
So that's how I'm like getting more fluent in French. So I follow all the learn French hashtags. And
cool.
So I follow a lot of the multiple sclerosis hashtags. Coach Trevor comes up in there because he's all search optimized like a G. And so I just watch his stuff, and like the exercises he does, the way that he hits record, says a complete, thoughtful, thorough message at length in 1 minute.
I know.
And then every time, and then it hits stop recording is something that I am drawn to, like a moth to a flame as a performer.
It's a gift.
Seeing what he's able to do with, all right, I have a thought and I'm going to give it to you in 1 minute. Is that cool? Great. See you later. Bye. I just think that's a dope skill for anyone to have. He could be talking about potato farming.
Right. And
I'd be like, this guy's the man. But he happens to be talking about something that hits home and is very near and dear to me. So I'm engaged in an extra way for that. And so I'm just a guy who is on the bus, so to speak. Like I got on the bus. I'm like, no, you're dope. So whatever you do forever. Thank you. Bye.
Right. Right. No.
That's a long story of how I found the MS Gym and think that Coach Trevor is dope, and therefore vicariously you are dope because you are all doing all of that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so excited about that. I didn't know it was dope.
You are dope. D-O-P-E.
Speaking of spelling, I wanted to make sure our audience knows that you are Damian with 2 A's.
That's right.
This is my understanding. You're very particular about that. And from somebody who said that's Brooke with an E for the last 54 years, I get it.
What it is that if you spell the name differently, it's a different person.
I know.
So that other guy's not me.
Right.
Period. There's more of Damien Washington. There's way more of him.
Yes.
And that's another guy. There's only so many Damian with 2A Washingtons. And so that's why I make sure to make the distinction. And my crew game tie, spell the name right on the marquee, you know?
Damian, so you have MS. When were you diagnosed with MS?
Yeah, I would say about 3.5 years ago.
Oh, really?
Diagnosed, for like almost 4 years ago, I got diagnosed.
Okay.
And like, it was just a bunch of terrible sort of nagging health problems started to pile up. And I found myself sort of painted into a hole, like a health hole. Like, I need to go to emergency care right now. It doesn't matter that these other various doctors don't know what's going on with me. Something's wrong with me.
Right.
I need to go to the place now, and I will not leave until they tell me what's wrong with me. And at the end of that, it's like, oh, you have multiple sclerosis. And I was like, cool. No,
like maybe you didn't want to know.
No, I know what I'm up against because I knew I was up against something.
Yeah.
And you cannot defeat the enemy that is not named.
Yeah.
I need to know who I'm up against.
Was it a relief when you found out to a certain degree? Like,
it was like one of those like, great, oh man. You know? Yeah. And then taking it from there, you know?
Right. Now,
how about you? What was your diagnosis thing happening?
2006, I was officially diagnosed, but things started popping up in about 2001 with optic neuritis. Everybody's favorite in the beginning, you know? Oh, yeah. And then it went quiet for like 4 or 5 years.
Oh.
It's sneaky. It's sneaky like that.
Did you have it like everything was shaky and blurry, or only certain things in the distance were blurry? Because that's how I had it.
I lost, it was like a crescent, like a whole portion of my vision. It was like having wax paper over your eye. Yeah. It was painful, incredibly. Well, I've had it 4 times altogether. Through the yes, I've been blessed with many episodes.
Wow. I as this was all coming to a head, I had optic neuritis, and I was fine, except when I tried to focus on things, they would shake.
Oh my.
So anything like, 10 feet in the distance, I can see it blurry, but if I try to squint and see what it was more clearly, more focused and sharp, it would shake. So like extrapolate that over, trying to walk and trying to drive and look in your blind spot. It was a whole thing. So I'm glad that particular symptom has calmed down over time and is not really present like that.
So what drug did you start off with? You remember? Or have you been on the same?
I'm in there, and then I'm taking first it was Copaxone.
Okay.
Because I was like, I saw all the drugs and I was like, this is a lot of drugs. Can I have the safest thing, please? And then got like that. And after a while, like after a month, it was like, oh, okay. Can I have all of the drugs now, please?
As somebody who's been on Copaxone, I getcha.
Yeah, can I have all of the drugs now? And that was Rebif, which is, I guess, it's still a needle, but that's some beta interferon, son. That's some of them real drugs.
Yeah, big guns.
But I had horrible side effects. Like imagine waking up with the worst hangover you have ever had.
Oh, no.
Ever. Every other day. For the rest of your life? Nah, chill. I had to get off that, man. Like, and they were like, "Oh, just wait. The side effects will dissipate over time."
Yeah.
So give it 2 months. So, like, for 8 weeks, I was giving myself the worst feeling that I had ever felt 3 times a week.
Wow. So how long were you on that?
About 4 months.
Okay.
I did that for 4 months. And that's when I was like, well, I'm going to see about these other drugs, but at least let me switch back to Copaxone. And I did that. And until Ocrevus came out. And I was like, give me the new, please. And then did that. Now that's my jam.
How often do you get that?
Twice a year.
Okay. Okay.
What do you use?
Nothing. Because Damian, see, this is where we're going to get to know each other a little. Because I had HSCT done in Russia.
Oh, that's right! Holy moly! Okay, so talk to me about this. I've had people, I know people that's like, I did HCC and it didn't really work out for me. I have other people who swear by it. So like all I have are 2 extremes right now. Please help me fill in the extremes Brooke's lip.
I went to Russia. I had a hematopoietic stem cell transplant, HSCT. Same as if somebody who had cancer. Same thing. So they wipe out your immune system with chemotherapy, high-dose chemotherapy, 4 days of it. They basically you have just a little skiff of your immune system left. And it resets the immune system. And then for a certain amount of days, your immune system you get your stem cells back, because the first thing you do is get your stem cells withdrawn. That's the thing. You say it's a stem cell transplant. The stem cells themselves, they have no curative effect. The stem cells only help with recovery. If they didn't collect your stem cells, they could still do the whole chemo, the whole thing. It would take you forever to recover. The stem cells help you to recover more quickly. It's not like you get these fancy schmancy stem cells that have been re-engineered to rework that's not it.
Huh.
Chemo is the curative effect. It wipes it out, resets it, just like somebody turns off the lights, like you restart your phone. And when the phone comes back on, your body's not recognizing your MS is no longer active. So my MS has not been active for 6 years.
Bruh!
And as somebody who, you know how it is. Well, I don't know if you're a relative newbie to MS, but you know a lot. It's rare that somebody who has MS doesn't have a scan where something's going on.
Yeah.
Something's enhancing, something's new, something's grown, something's blah, 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 blah. Mine, it's like somebody stopped it in time.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, and some of my symptoms have gotten better, but that's not really the goal of the treatment. The goal is to halt the progression. If you do you have a question?
No, I said crush it.
Oh, crush it.
Multiple sclerosis. Crush it, please. Yes, please continue. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's it. This is not about me. This is about you. I wouldn't know more.
What? I thought it was all about you.
No, absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely not.
Well, then this is going to be very fun then.
Well, this is what I want to know. Given what you do, you're constantly going on auditions, you're in these commercials, you're doing this blog. How do you, given that you're all over the place out there, like you're all over the internet, so many MSers, they're like, I don't want to tell my job. I don't want to, and if they're going for an interview, they're not going to tell them, which you don't have to tell them. How do you straddle that? Because with transparent, it's not like you can lie. These days, you know how they do a job.
Shakira said, your hips don't lie, child, my knees don't lie. Like, it's a wrap for you if it's warm today. Sit yourself down. It's really like selective. I've a friend of mine who I met through an MS group. She has an experience where she's lesbian and she also has MS. And she has recounted how coming out to her colleagues was less fearful than coming out about MS.
Wow. That's a perspective.
And how other people were like, I would rather tell people I'm gay than I have MS.
Wow.
In some like this person, you know, how just workplace stuff. And like doors get closed, or you get passed up for that promotion because of whomever is in the position, whatever their perception is of the disease and different treatment. And they're like, I don't even want to deal with that. And that's beyond admirable. Like, I get it. And so, like, it's like one of those things where, like, again, I don't want to say again, but I guess it's need to know basis. Like, if I'm feeling, you know, we cool, I guess I'm in a spot where like, you can't tell unless, you know, maybe I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do that, or I'm not going to be able to take that walk, or I make a decision like I'm not going to do something, is when it doesn't really ever come up. So it's when I do bring it up, it's strategic. Like, it's like, I want you to know something about myself. I want you to understand what I'm working with right here, as we stand. You know, just a little, like, you know, it's not just all easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Which, I mean, it is. No, not every. It's not easy breezy, beautiful cover girl for anyone, but when you have one of these invisible type diseases, it's extra not easy breezy, beautiful.
Have you ever gotten any pushback?
Pushback? Like, somebody was like, your body don't even like you, so why I'm gonna like you?
No, I mean, if you went for an audition or were being considered for something.
Oh, nah. But specifically, I don't really come out with that. Like, it's not like I'm at the audition and it's like, oh yeah, you booked the like, and I booked the job and I show up to the job like, I have MS. I'm just like, I bring my own food. Like, one of the joys about booking a big commercial is the food. They always get the awesomest craft services. They got, they hook it. Oh, so like, I don't eat as much from the craft services.
You're like, honey, you don't need to cook dinner tonight.
Like, I make my own stuff, and it's all kale and this and with special oils, and people are like, what is that? I'm like, oh, it's just my food. And like, I could go into it more, but I don't really have to, because I'm like, look, I'm just here for this day. I'm getting this day rate. I'm hitting this mark. I'm saying this line. Then maybe, 3 months from now, people across the country or world will see me and I'll get some money. Other than that, I ain't telling nobody nothing about nothing. Unless we cool. And unless I'm like, oh, I also do this other thing, or this is the reason why I'm eating like this, or so on and so forth. It's on a need-to-know basis.
Got it.
But I say all of that to be like, I wouldn't not disclose it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be like, I will never tell anyone that I have multiple sclerosis.
Right.
And then you're like the second person in the office relay run, and you don't want to tell nobody nothing, and you're going to fall on your face. And they're like, oh, well, what happened to Karen? Ooh, she must have tripped. Like, oh, yeah, Karen's legs stripped from the inside, child. Lord Jesus, Karen's legs stripped from the inside. How do you do that? That makes no sense whatsoever.
Since you mentioned food there, I know that you take your diet very seriously.
Okay.
Just based on all of your vlogs, your videos on YouTube, at what point after you were diagnosed with MS were you like, damn, I'm going to have to get my shit straight with my diet? Like, did it take a while, or was that like the very first thing you thought of, or were you diet conscious?
First, I was on bed rest for 2 weeks because my spinal tap didn't heal very properly. So for 14 days, I was on my back in the bedroom. Like, my wife would get up, go to work, come back home, and be like, bro, have you not moved? My guy, you can't do this. Like, after like well over a week, she was like, yo, call somebody, man. So like, I called a couple of my friends and, just close people. And, that kind of kept me in the head of the game. It kept my head in the game for the rest of the duration of that period. And more so, that whole period had me like, well, I'm not going to be like this forever. So when I'm no longer like this, what am I going to do? Okay. What is going to be different? What is going to be whatever I was doing before has me here. Yeah. Let's just start from the beginning. And diet was one of those things that someone in my life was like, hey, someone whose opinion I value was like, hey, read this. So I came across this in my own stuff. I think you would find value in it. And again, I'm a nerd, so I read it. And it was like, oh, this makes sense. Right. And so I started digging. So just reading more. I'm like, oh, this is the most straightforward thing that I can do for wellness. And that's why I'm a big proponent of it. Still, all day.
Do you ever slip? And if you have you seen a difference?
Oh, yeah. Like I slip when it's like you're out doing social things. And at the restaurant, they don't have the steamed bok choy and Brussels sprout gluten-free meal. So you got to eat a burger. Like, no, I'm just going to have this salad. Please, can I have some watercress and a cracker to go with this? And be that dude at the restaurant? No, I'm trying to hang out. I ain't trying to be hungry. I ain't trying to be grumpy. So, yeah, give me the burger. And then, yeah, my legs won't feel as good. Yeah, my knees won't feel as good. My vision might be more shaky. My balance, like, I'll feel it more immediately than not, frankly. And which continues to add value to, like, no, I'm not going to eat. I'm good. Because I know that if I eat that, it's going to be whack. I'm going to feel whack. I would rather be hungry than feel like how I feel after I eat that. So I'm going to eat in another 2 hours. It's a third world country. It's a first world country. I'm going to eat. Right. So, yeah, that's the other side to that coin. And I vacillate between those two things accordingly. Cool.
I know you've had all kinds of dietary things on your blog. Can you tell me, how do you decide, because you have a wide range of topics?
Yeah, I know, because I was figuring out that's why it's a wide range.
Like, where do you come up with your ideas for the topics for the vlogs?
Okay. Honestly, this was the thing that, like, at the beginning, I was like, well, what are you going to talk about? And I just...
They're hilarious. Some of them are really hilarious.
Well, thank you, because I'm funny. I'm funny by trade. So my gut is to go to make a funny video. And then as I'm in that world, or even it's more like, well, make an engaging video. And I'm in that world, it's like... I stumbled upon making a vlog about multiple sclerosis because I was vlogging. Because, I'm in Paris right now. I'm in France. I'm in Mauritius right now. You don't even know where Mauritius is. Watch me.
Can you spell it?
Can you spell it? I was doing a whole bunch of vlogs because, I think I'm cool, so I just do cool. I do cool stuff. My wife is way more cooler than me, and I think I'm awesome.
There's nobody else out there like you. That I do know.
So I would just carry the camera around and make content and just make stuff out of what I would just think is. And one day I made stuff out of something that I just thought was, and 5,000 people watched it. And then I did other videos more in the vein of what I was doing before. Nobody watched it. 20 people watched it. Right. And then I did some other video where I was like, well, here's the post of this other video that I did before. And 1,000 people watched it. And I was like, well, I guess I make videos about multiple sclerosis now. You got to give the people what they want. Yeah. So at least having that as a focus doesn't really leave me with too much of a lack of things. If anything, it's too much stuff to cover. Right. And I want to be what's engaging and what's interesting to me? What can I make engaging to people who watch this channel? This channel is generally people who use Ocrevus. Who have MS. And so I don't want to make some Jelenia video about Jelenia because they're not going to really watch it. Right. So it's just more whatever I have going on in my world, whatever MS is giving me, and then like somewhere in the middle, the shaded region of that Venn diagram is what I know my hustle will come up with. Bro, you got to ship another video Wednesday at 10. What you going to do? You're either going to be up from Monday through to Wednesday, or you're going to come up with that concept last Thursday, write it all out, shoot it, and then like do more of that and have more of those going. So you're either going to have that type of day / week, or you're going to have this type of day / week. But you're going to ship every Wednesday between 10 and 11 every week.
And the other cool thing about your videos is they're short.
That's it.
None of them are long. Because, we all live in a smash and grab world. We all want in and out, in and out, in and out. We're walking and we're looking at our phones, or we don't have time to sit down. And so I do love that about.
Nah, there's people, I would make it longer. People will watch. People don't watch. So
yeah.
It's like, what can I do? I just noticed, like, after 5 minutes, like, it's not really a thing. Really, frankly, after 3. So I mainly aim to get something that's between 3 to 5 minutes, and that fits all that other stuff of interest and, audience and whatever I can come up with for that week. And no matter what it is, it's not going to be more than 5 minutes long. So it's not as hard as it can seem. Once I get it going, I'm like, oh, I just got to do this. Great. Make it now, ship it. Do the work to ship it now, and that stuff.
Right. Editing.
Look, I just want to say shout to you. Like, I appreciate you. Like, I dig the content that you put out. Like, I like your voice on all of your posts. And you know how, like, the Instagram views, how you can have it in the grid view, or you can have it in the just scroll on view. Yeah. So, like, when I see new people, I put it in the scroll on view. And, like, the first couple of posts I, like, look at for sure. And I'm like, nah, this is real. Like, I like that. And then I just scroll. And then I'm like, where did you come from? Where are you going? Like, what were you doing 6 months ago? What were you doing last year? And I look at that and sort of see where that is. And 9 times out of 10, I like it because I like you. And if I do, I'm like, no, this person's dope. Like, yeah, no, I agree with that. That's cool. I dig what you're doing. I dig what you've done. I love where you're going. I love where you are right now. So I'm glad you're in my feed.
Well, thank you.
Bye.
Awesome. I appreciate that. No, the funny thing was, I had already creeped all of your stuff. And I'm thinking he would be awesome for the podcast. Well, the next thing you know, you're sending me a little message, and I'm like, oh my God. So it was meant to be. We were meant to be, Damian.
I'm a digital super nerd. So I don't even know why you came up in my feed. I really don't remember. It was
hashtag.
You see?
It was a hashtag.
And then I was like, oh, this? Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Let's go back and yeah. No, she's cool. Oh, okay. Hey, you. You want to do this thing? Oh, you're pretty cool. Oh. And you're like, cool. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. We're gonna do it on Wednesday, baby. And there we are doing that.
I'm dying.
Yeah, you know what it is too, Brooke. Like, ultimately, why I keep crunching video and keep plugging it out is MS links you to folk who you might not ordinarily get the chance to connect to or with, or however the participle ends on that sentence.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And there are plenty of people that we's cool. But in what context am I going to know somebody in like Costa Mesa that has MS and like a really good like writer's brain and is a funny person and is engaging? Like, they didn't even go to college on your coast, bro. They don't live in your town, bro. Like, how are you supposed to meet these people?
Right.
And the internet and storytelling and MS and people being vulnerable with their disease and working to build community around that brings me just super dope people. It's just more fuel in the fire, more logs on the fire of like, keep going, keep making stuff. There's so many cool people out there. Like 3 weeks ago, I didn't know who Brooke Slick was. No, please. And then 2 weeks ago, I was like, oh, Brooke Slick is dope as all hell, man. Hey, yo, what the hell you doing? You want to know a thing? Oh, okay, cool. And now here I am right now. So, like, MS brings people together who wouldn't normally be together, and provides a space for camaraderie and a chance for them to enjoy themselves in this, I don't even know what to call this.
The MS sphere.
Okay.
That's what I call it.
Yeah, I'm trying not to put an icky word on it.
It's their own little secret world.
Yeah. It's my secret, but you know what I'm talking about.
I do. I have a question.
Yeah.
One of the things I love about all your videos is that you address all of the important things, but in a very chill way. Like, you keep people from panicking. Like,
Okay.
you're like, calm down, it's gonna be okay. And I'm like, thank God, keep saying it. Calm the hell down, people. Calm down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all right. But I know that you also, I mean, not every moment is sunshine and rainbows. And you're honest about that. But the majority of your videos are very uplifting, very funny, very comedic. What's your secret sauce to keeping it positive?
Oh, Lord, I got secret sauce. No, I'm not going to add to the chorus. I'm only going to add a great song to the chorus.
Okay.
And a lot of voices are like, more like,
yes.
In the MS sphere, it's more wah-wah. And I get it because I live it.
Yes.
But I'm not going to put my camera up and be like, well, today, wah-wah, unless I'm really legit feeling like, yo, today, wah-wah. And
it could help someone.
And it could also help somebody. I think just the time that it takes to sort of make something happen, I'm not going to make something that's like Eeyore. Like if it's gonna be not funny, it's going to be engaging in some way, either on an intellectual level or an emotional level. Like, yo, this happened to me, and this is how I feel. Like, it just comes with performing. Like, I am so comfortable in my skin.
Yeah.
And so if I feel like crying right now, then I'm going to cry. Like when I think you told me about something just earlier in this interview, and like I was going to cry, and like it was in me, and I was like, well, no, it's not time for it to cry right now. Like, don't break. Like, just stay here. I know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And continue going. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if I got something that I think is an engaging topic, you're just going to get whatever I am on the topic. Like, I'm funny, so it's generally going to be funny. But if it's a raw moment or like it's a real topic, like, I'm going to be real. And whatever that means.
Yeah.
And so that's how I guess that's my sauce. Like, it's just real. Period. I would rather not put out a vlog if it wasn't. I would rather put out a shorter, realer vlog than a longer, not real one.
Right.
Like, my vlog today was short, and it was like, hey, I'm doing a thing. Maybe you could help me. Okay, bye. I didn't have anything like super like emotional. I didn't force it, or like I didn't have anything super informational. Right. What do you guys want to hear about? I can do it all. Like, nah, bro. This is my vlog, son. I'm glad y'all listening. This is what I got to say.
Cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I think that it's interesting because I'm super positive all the time. even with everything that I've been through, just like every other MSer,
Okay.
you can see them a mile away, the people who are never. They're just not, it doesn't matter what you say, what you do. They're never going to take the happy, happy, joy, joy route. They're never going to see any upside to it. They're never going to see what they might learn from having this disease. They're always going to take the Eeyore type road. And sometimes I think I get not outward grief, but sometimes I'm almost afraid to show sunshine because people are like, oh, Jesus, is she still happy? You know, she's always.
Yeah, I'm still happy, dog. But yo, dude, I couldn't walk in the dang grocery store today.
Right.
I went in there feeling fine. And by the time I got to my Wheaties, I felt like poop. And I had to sit down. But there's no chairs in the grocery store. So I had to leave my cart there and go to the car. And I had to hobble to the car. Good thing I had the handicap parking. Otherwise, I would have to walk across the whole parking lot. But I just need to sit in here and maybe I just need to cry. Maybe I just need to rest my legs. Maybe I just need to get off of my toes that are burning right now. So, yeah, I am so close. We are all so close to that all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's not that like you are putting on something or you're like, I'm doing this, so I'm not doing that. Like, no, it's just how we built and like how the sunshine is in us. Like that's how we're going to step and that's how we're going to lead. Like I'm just looking at my couch right now. Like legit, there are many days that I'm like, okay, I think I'm good. And then I hit a fatigue wall and I'm like, what is going on? It's hot in here. I can't do anything. Like at the damn escape room 3 days ago, we were in there having a good time, but it was too hot. And I just didn't recognize that I was being hot. And I could have put the AC on. And my wife was like, hey, are you okay? And I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, it's just, we all have our own things.
Right.
And I just am in the hole of like, I have crappy legs. I have no balance. I have no energy. I can't do anything but sit here in this chair. And while everyone else enjoys the escape room, cool. And then immediately, like, the instructions in the escape room turned into leave whoever is sitting in that chair, get out of the room, and now they are going to play, like, charades. And I'm like, wait, what the hell is going on here now? Where's everybody going? I am now in the center of the game. I just wanted to disappear right now, but
yeah.
I can't do that anymore. And I told a long rambling story just to be like, yeah, you might be feeling good 1 minute, but literally 30 seconds later, you could be beginning to slide down a very dark, very deep hole that if you're not careful, you will find yourself at the bottom of, and nobody's down there with you except for you, and you have to figure out your way back up there. So nuts to you if you think how I'm just working to stay out of the hole. Great to grind your gears because you don't stay out of the hole enough your dang self, and you want to hate on somebody who works at it and is good at it, was falling down your own damn hole, your damn self. I'll be down there later just on my time, not your time.
Right.
And you don't like my time? Never mind. If you do like my time, hit subscribe. Thank you. Good day.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh, Damian, you're hilarious.
Thank you. I'm just more like, yo, man, like, I just don't get it. People really do gravitate toward my channel because they enjoy me. And I'm like, oh, that's sweet.
Well, it's you're a breath of fresh air in a world where nobody addresses living with MS quite like you do.
I guess. And like, thank you.
No, it's for real. Because, I've been around in the MS world a long time. And it's like another, you flip by all these people and there's nobody uplifting out there, but real. But like, you're kind of like the whole package. You're real, you're transparent, you're funny, and you're informative. And you explain things in ways and in a very short period of time on these blogs, you explain to people what they really want to know that somebody else might have given some long medical explanation. And you're like, no, it does this, it does that, and that's it. And calm down.
It'll be good. I know your knees hurt, so sit down. Bye. Like, what do you want? I can make a song for you about how it sucks that your knees hurt. Matter of fact, I already did that. Check my last video. So you want me to make something about for you? Sorry. No, I can't do that. Like, again, like, I think in a lot of ways that I'm from Harlem. Like, that's like the hood guy. The hood guy is going to give you exactly what you need succinctly with some sort of charm.
Yes.
Because he's stayed. He's somehow survived in the hood. Like, you know, in that life, like, that life comes and goes. Sometimes if you're on another life, it's more fast than others. But if you're going to be a man of ways and means in the hood, you have to have some sort of gift of gab and engagement. And now I own this space, so I am no longer engaging with you. And so when I find myself in the space of, hey, I'm engaging with you, I'm running this down, like, yo, this is my charisma, this is my charm, this is the information. I'm the hood guy telling you like it is. All right, I'm out of here. Good day. And being a performer and an entertainment professional, like, I know how to hit marks. I know how to say lines and cues. And I'm like, this script is 2.5 minutes. I need this to be 1.5 minutes. I have to cut 1 whole minute from you. And it's not precious. Bye. Can I do this in a minute? Great. Let's go. I need to have an edited file by 4 p.m. And I do the thing, and I do the thing. So I think it's just sort of a combo of, like, this dude, you know, making the best of himself, making the best of things that he can for himself. I don't know if that's a
right. No, I get it.
Sentence. But just boiling it down to, I know that this generation needs things in less than 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yes. Even the older generation needs that.
You have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to make your point. You better put some humor in it.
In Trevor's case, 1 minute. Just 1 minute.
That's what I'm saying. That guy is a super G. He's a capital G. Because you even see him turn on the camera.
I know.
1.5 seconds, 2 seconds right there. He's that much a G where he's like, hey, yo, yeah, I'm recording. Yeah, I guess I am. Anyway, what's up, Jimmers? And he goes into it. And he's like, oh, I got time? Yeah, I got time. Anyway, I'm going to just take my time and hit the off button. And then it's done. And you're like, oh, dog, how do you get so much information?
So precise.
Less than 1 minute.
I know.
So precise. He clears those hurdles every time. And a dude like me, like, recognizes that G. Like, you know, you're a capital G, Coach Trev. Like, you execute. As a guy who executes well for a living for years, I'm like, that guy executes well every time. I'm on board. Whatever the heck you got. I'm glad that I get some of what you are. I get to pick up what you put down, my guy. So what's up? And that's you. And I met you and we talked and yay!
So, is there anything, as we close things up here, is there anything that you would like to say to Trevor? A message you have for Trevor and all the members of the MS Gym?
Coach Trev is doing a superb job. That guy is dope. He's engaging. He's informative. He's precise. He's quick. He's to the point, in and out. I marvel at how that guy can hit record, say an entire message. You see, I can't even say the props that I'm trying to get. He just spits it out so precisely and quickly. And there's so many bullet points. Like, Coach Trev can put in 8 to 6. I've counted. Like, he gets in about, now this is me thinking back right now. Like, I'm watching one of his videos right now. This dude gets in at least 8 to 12, almost 14 things in 1 minute. 1 minute.
Yep.
Come on. I pay the rent on 30 seconds on the TV. So I know what it means, to the skill that it takes to put a lot of information in 1 minute. And he does it flawlessly.
Right.
That's the craft that is in a guy like that. Like, I got nothing but love for Coach Trevor and respect. And as a dude who puts his own thing down, sees another dude puts his thing down and gives him a salute and like, yeah, I dig your style, homie. That guy's the man. So that's what I would say to Coach Trevor. You the man, Coach Trevor. Word up, son.
Love it. Damian, I have loved...
That's son, S-U-N. I call you son because you mine. I call you son because you shine. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh. If only every interview could end with my cheeks hurting this badly.
Okay. Look, I'm just trying to talk to you, Brooke Slick. I'm trying to hang out with you. It's hard out here. I'm trying to get on the TV longer than 30 seconds. My knees don't feel right. I got to wake up 5 in the morning and meditate for an hour before I feel like anywhere near half of a person. You understand what the heck I'm going through?
I do.
Every day like that. So now, you know what it is. I see what you're putting out in the world. I see how you walk. Game recognize game. And so I recognize your game and respect and salute and thank you. You're dope. And I'm happy to
thank you so much.
Get some of your time and share some of your time with me. And I'm happy that happened. That's it. That's all.
Thank you. Damian, where can our listeners find you?
Whoa. Firstly, go to my website, DamianWashington.com, DAMIAN on Washington.com. That's where you get all your DW news, baby. And on Instagram, it's Damian Washington. On Facebook, I think it's Damian Washington 03. But essentially, you go to my Facebook, go to my Instagram, you're going to find me. And that's it. Like, I would love to meet you guys. Holla at your boy, as they say, uptown. Come and say hello. Please come and say hello.
You're the best. Thank you so much. I hope everybody looks you up. Like, if they don't know what they're missing. Like,
I'm glad to be here. I tell you this, I don't want to be at this party, but right. I'm glad that I'm finding camaraderie with all the people who are here. And that's awesome. So appreciate you.
Love you, man. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. For more information on the MS Gym, you can find them at www.themsgym.com. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. If you'd like more information about what I've been up to, you can check out my content at brookeslick.com. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on the next episode.